right, guys, we're going to be working on page 168. Problem 1, find a common denominator for half and 1/3, then solve the problem. So I have a denominator of 2 and 3. My notes tell me to list the multiples of 2 and 3, the denominators. 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 6, 9. What denominator is common? Well, it's got to be the 6. So I need to find equivalent fractions for half that become a denominator of 6, and 1/3 that become a denominator of 6. 3 times what is 6? Well, 2. What I do to the denominator, I do to the numerator. So I have 2 6 here, because 1 times 2 is 2, and 3 times 2 is 6. And then up here, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 1 is 3. Now I'm going to go ahead, substitute, then solve. Half is the same as 3/6, and 1/3 is the same as 2/6. So I need to solve by adding together the numerators only, and the denominator stays the same. So half plus 1/3 is 5/6. Now I need to do the second problem, which is to subtract. First I need to substitute, then solve. Half is the same as 3/6 minus 2/6. When I subtract the numerators only, I get 1/6. So half minus 1/3 is 1/6. On average, hair grows about 1 and 2/25 centimeters per month. Fingernails grow 3/10 of a centimeter per month. How much more does hair grow in a month than fingernails? If I were to estimate that, 1 and 2/25, it's actually right in between 1.5 and 1, but I'm just going to go with 1. And 3/10 is very close to half. So 1 minus 5/10 is 5/10 of a centimeter. Now let's go ahead, let's set up the subtraction problem. I'm noticing that we're not lining up our place values. Please make sure that you put your decimals on top of each other, then put the appropriate values beneath each other. So this 3 is in the 10th place. It needs to go beneath the 2, which is in the 10th place as well. If you have any blanks, annex some zeros. Also, do not forget to regroup. 5 minus 0 is 5. I can't have 2 things and give away 3. So I need to go next door and get 10 more. 12 minus 3 is 9. Bring down the decimal. So hair grows about 9,500 centimeters more per month. Wow, I would have thought fingernails grew longer. I guess it's just easier to notice fingernails than hair growth. Are the expressions below equal to 57 and 26 thousandths? Fill in yes or no for each expression. So there is a 5 in the tens place, 7 in the ones place, nothing in the tenths place, 2 in the hundredths, and 6 in the thousandths. So this is a yes. Five, 10, 7, 1. Oh, this is a 2 in the tenths. Is that true? Nope, we got nothing in the tenths place. 5 times 10, true. 7 times 1, true. 2 times 100th, true. And 6 times 1,000th, also true. Round each decimal to the nearest tenth. So anything in front of the tenths will most likely stay the same. So here's my decimal. I have a 7 in the tenths place. Behind the 7 is a 9. So that's 5 or more. We gotta let it soar. So that 9 makes the 7 become an 8. We have 8/10. I have 3 and 1/12. Oh, sorry, I'm saying that like it's a fraction. 3 and 12 hundredths. Behind the 10th is a 2. So that 2 is 4 or less. Let it rest. It stays the same. So 3 in the ones, decimal, and that 1 in the tens place remains the same. Next I have 813 and 47 hundredths. I have a 4 in the tens place and a 7 in the hundredths place. That 7 is 5 or more, let it soar. So that tenth becomes a 5, and the rest of the numbers stay the same. All right, our last one is 6 and 5 hundredths. I have a 0 in the tenths place and a 5 behind the 0. That's 5 or more, let it soar. So that tenth becomes a 1, and the 6 in the ones place stays the same. Elias wants to finish the last 89 pages of his book in 3 hours. If he reads at the same speed the whole time, how many pages must he read each hour? Report your answer as a mixed number. So he has some stuff. He has 89 pages, and he wants to split it between 3 hours. We want to know how much can he read per hour. So I'm going to take 89 and divide it by 3. So I need to turn my page so I have enough room. And if you don't have enough room, you can always use graph paper or additional scratch paper. 89 divided by 3. 3 goes in 8 2 times. And dirty monkeys smell bad, so I multiply. Then I subtract. And then I bring down and repeat the process over again. 3 goes into 29. Gotta think about my 3's. 3 times 8 is 24. Let's see if we can get higher. 3 times 9 is 27. And my remainder is smaller than my divisor, and I have nothing left to bring down. That remainder will become my numerator, and my denominator is my divisor. So how many pages is he going to read in an hour? He's going to read 29 and 2/3 of a page each hour in order to read that 89 pages in the 3 hours. Our last problem is to multiply. When we multiply, it's good to estimate so we can get close to the answer. 912 is very close to 900. 87 is close to 90. 9 times 9 is 81. And tack on my 3 zeros. My answer needs to be close to 81,000. I have 912 multiplied by 87. Now I'm just going to multiply. Do not forget to regroup, and do not forget your placeholder when you're multiplying. 2 times 7 is 14. Regroup the 1. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 1 is 8. 9 times 7 is 63. I also like to cross off these regrouped numbers as I go along. 8 is in the tens place, so I need a placeholder of 0. 8 times 2 is 16. Make sure I'm lining up everything correctly. 8 times 1 is 8, plus this 1 here is 9. And 8 times 9 is 72. I'm going to add these up. Probably should have used scratch paper here or graph paper because I kind of ran out of room and it's going to get hard to see. 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 9 is 16. Regroup that 1. 1 plus 6, 7 plus 2 is 9, and then 7. So 79,684 is pretty close to our estimate of 81,000.